What's up, everybody? Prsuperman1 gonna broadcast gameplay, so stay tuned, enjoy. Subscribe, I'd love for subscribe back. Skip it to Saints and Tigers. So stay tuned, cause these matchups usually classic. And we got another classic matchup between the Saints and the Tigers. This time it's in the regular season. The Tigers and Saints face each other twice in the ALCS. So now you're gonna have some regular season action again this season. This time it's in Detroit. They already faced each other early this season during the regular season. That reminds me of Puff Daddy, who comes in with a 6-3 record, 3.36 ERA. So we're gonna see how he does here against the Saints. He's pitched against the Saints a couple of times during the postseason and the regular season. So we're gonna see how he does here during the regular season here 2027 against the Saints. First pitch is red, but it's foul. Rafi is a little spin out, a little semi struggle. Hasn't really hit much this series against the Tigers. Straight to Tigers again. Don't know what they've been doing, but they're first in the AL Central. They've been a terrific organization for the past 3 seasons. So he strikes out Rafi for the first out.
The third baseman, Rodriguez.
Usually always comes down to these two during the postseason. So we have Willie. Willie launches it to right center. Back at the wall, and it's gone. One nothing New York. Willie goes deep. Homer number 27. Fastball. Looks like it was in the corner to the right. Outside corner. And Willie sometimes loved the ball there, so we have Nunez. It's ball 1. So as I was saying, the Tigers, they have just been unstoppable. Really good pitching. They have, since last season, they amped up their pitching. Their hitting was amped up first. They signed a lot of players. And the season of 2020-25 signed a lot of good hitters. And they went to the postseason, faced the Saints in the ALCS 2025. They lost, they kind of got pretty much swept by the Saints. But in that game, they had a lot of hitting, they drove in a lot of runs in the series. And Nunez launches the curveball to left and is gone. How about this start for New York? It's 2-0. Just to let you guys know, 2-0 might not be the ending score of this game. This might be both Saints and Tigers puts up a lot of runs in every game they've been in. Right now, Puff Daddy is having a tough time so far. He only has one out here in the inning. And Kenny now hits one to center. Back at the wall and 2 outs. Shot line for the Saints. Rafael Leonard bats second. Willie. Aaron Jr. bats third and Kenny fourth. Romero fifth. Blake Colazo sixth. Baron Colazo bats seventh. Darren Velez eighth. And Hector Hernandez will bat ninth. So yeah, last season of 2026, what they worked on was their pitching and their bullpen. They've traded for John Mayer, who is now the ace of the pitching staff. And now they have 3 good all-star celebrity pitchers in a rotation. They pitch incredibly. And they have really good bullpen. They did a lot better with their bullpen. Beat the Saints. I mean, they didn't beat the Saints, but in the ALCS of 2026, they've brought the Saints to Game 7 of the ALCS, and that has never happened ever. Romero strikes out, now albeit Puff Daddy gets up 2 homers, but he clears the inning. So beyond to the bottom of first, Detroit is coming up. So Rodriguez will be on the mound for the Saints. He's having a pretty good start. Has the second best ERA. You see him how he does here against, well, his third best ERA. Keith Amos. Lead off. It's 4-1. So Keith Armour is the leadoff hitter. Kind of took a little peek at the lineup, and a lot of big Detroit hitters is out of the game. They're taking a day off. So only 2 all-star celebrity hitters in the lineup, and we're missing two guys who's having a day off, and that's Anthony Hopkins and Matthew Perry, who's usually a leadoff hitter. As Armour strikes out, that's 1 away. So we have Rick Ryder. Looks like Andrew Benintendi is also off in this game. With strike 1 to Ryder. Well, actually, Benintendi is in the lineup. I'll show a lineup in a little bit. Rodriguez missed that.
Ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes, count.
This game's gonna be a little different because, like I said, the guys is out. The Ryder strikes out. So away, the lineup is all over the place. Because Bruce Willis comes in with hitting 290 with 19 home runs, strike 1. 950 OPS. Bruce Willis had a really good ALCS last season against the Saints. He just drilled pitches at anything that came to him. So you gotta be careful of him. It's popped up, and that's gonna be out of play. Oh, Willis hits that one really good to center. Back is Kenny, and that will be it. The wind kind of played with him. Rodriguez almost had that look in his face. He thought that ball was gone, but was like got away with it. 2-0 New York. We on to the second.
For New York, the catcher, number 29.
Blake leading off, strike 1.
One and one. That's a ball. I got 2-1 to count. Ball.
Just missed 3-1. Baron is on deck. And Blake, that pitch was out of zone. Try to get a piece of it. So the defense for the Tigers, we got Travolta, Fagan, and Brinston from left to right, Willis, Clevenger, Ryder, and Keith Armas from third first, Pedro, Severino behind plate. It's a new guy. And Alamano is Puff Daddy. It looks like they traded for Severino. It's a pretty good hitter. Strike 1 of Baron. A lot of days off. Well, just a couple.
1 and 1.
We were kind of looking forward to them to be in the lineup, but Travolta and Bruce Willis is in the lineup, so it might be enough for them. But Anthony Hopkins is out of the game. He's one of the guys who was really good against his lineup. I mean, this team. And that is hit hard to center, and it's 2 away. Looks like that center field is a lot of hard hit balls, but it just hasn't been going to center field. It just hasn't been enough. Center field is super far. So Puff Daddy, he started so far. His entire career has been with the Tigers. He's been a really good pitcher.
Yep, that ball went out.
This season, not a bad season. Just six league record. ERA is just 3. And every ERA on 3, you're having a pretty decent season. Puff Daddy always had a winning season. Always had a lot of wins. And that's a fair ball. Oh, that's a wait. Don't know what is going on. Looks like, oh. And a lot of problems here in this game as he is out. Ends the inning. How about that? But let's try to gamble for third base. Travolta threw a bullet at third base and got him. That'll be it. A weird play error ends up
Leading
Well,
up for the
it's not really
Tigers,
arrow, but
the left fielder, John
Travolta hits from the left and is one away.
batting fifth.
So the defense for the Saints now. We got Velez, Kenny, and Ralph feed from left to right. Willie, Nunez, Roman, and Hernandez from 31st. Blake Colazo behind play on the mound is Rodriguez. So we have Princeton. This guy is really good. Had a really good postseason last season of 2026. Had a 700 batting average.
Batting fifth.
Just incredible postseason he had. Goes Benintendi.
Whoa, that's down.
So the Saints is not really used to this type of outing against the Tigers.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Benintendi usually about second, but today is it's a low lineup because of the guys who was out. He was having 3 off today. And a strikeout. Two 0 New York. Still, Rodriguez looks pretty good so far. Hernandez has been struggling miserably. Just 3 hits past 4 games, past 17 at bats. And that is launch. And forget it, it's gone. Scratch the struggles. Hernandez goes deep. Daddy again. I mean, Puff on Daddy. His real name is Sean. But Puff. I don't know how Hernandez got his bat on that. It was a cutter. He got his bat now. I just don't know how he just ripped it. Ralphie leads the league in home runs. Flies out. Just 1 away.
The batter, the third baseman.
See the Tigers 6 games already in front of the AL Central. Indians is below him and Chicago White Sox. It's a game below the Indians. Just Tigers just been on point. Everyone else they face with Tigers the Saints, they just incredible. Second best record lead last season. They've just been the second best team pretty much. Looking forward to another ALCS matchup between these two. Or ALDS, wherever it happens. Sometimes that tends to happens. See what happens this postseason. It's a base hit for Nunez, second hit of the night. Maybe here's a batting average. Nunez is 30 batting average. Most of the lineup, the Saints hit over 400. Kenny leads the leagues. This guy leads the leagues in average 461, and might continue that ground ball, and he is safe. So that's going to decrease the batting average, increase the batting average. Puck Daddy is trying to get out of the inning. Strike 1 to Romeo. Has a base hit up the middle. Runners will stay right where they are. Bases loaded.
Now that number 29.
It's the third time. And I guess 4 straight games the Saints have lowered bases, but that's gonna be it for them. Puffy gets out of the inning. Base loaded, 2 out. Gets the ground out. 3-0 New York, a solo home run by Hernandez. Clevenger. And what's wrong with Clevenger? He's usually a really good hitter. I guess he is better when he's in the postseason. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Tigers had a really classic ALCS of 2026.
Ball, that's good.
That game went out to Game 7. And that series went on to Game 7. Saints took Game 1. Tigers 1 and 2. The Tigers took Game 3 or 4.
Batting in, the center fielder, John L.
Saints took Game 5, and
0-1's the count.
Tigers took Game 6. Saints took Game 7. Figgins is the guy up. He's a center fielder. Comes in struggling. And a strikeout. 2 outs. Tigers missing 2 big boys. All-star celebrities. Matthew Perry. Anthony Hopkins was really good against the Saints. Pedro Severino is up. Then they just traded for him. Tigers lost one of the good catchers to the Twins. So the rookie Jeff I think. Jeff Austin's. Did really good in the ALCS against the Saints. Tigers still first place team as that's foul ball. We still have great pitching. Game 1 of the series was a pitcher's duel, went on to the 10th inning. And a strikeout, beautiful curveball, ends the inning. Still 3-0. Baron Colazo leading off. First pitch is flying to left. There's 1 away. The curveball was too much to the plate. But that he got the out. There's Velez, 1 for 5 in the series. Last time he had a hit, and that's the only hit he has in the series.
Nope. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball. Twits.
Now batting, the first baseman, Victor Hernandez.
Hernandez swing and miss. Hernandez went deep last time up.
One and one.
Hernandez struggled coming to this game, but the home run is a good sign for him.
Ball. I got you down. 2 and 2.
So 2-2. Inside pitch. Good slider, gets him. Puffy threw that slider out of nowhere. Threw a lot of cutter. Pushing away with the slider.
Leading up,
Top lineup for the Tigers.
the first baseman,
Keith Armas, strike one. And that's a base hit for Keith Armas. Tigers have to lead off man on. Is that the first time?
the batter,
Only surprise thing is, it's not Matthew Perry. Usually he's the lead off hitter. He always leads off with a base hit, but there goes a runner, strike the throw, and got him. It's not easy running on Blake, who has that cannon of an arm. Won 3 Gold Glove awards. Recently won one. So Rick Ryder is up with just one out. It's a base hit ripped down to the left. And that is huge. If that wasn't a stolen base, it would have been 2 men on, but Rick Ryder just ripped it.
now batting, the third baseman, Bruce
Leaving
Willis.
0-1 for count.
the guys who cover up the big hitters is good. Still have good rookie hitters. Just missed. Bruce Willis is up. It's very dangerous. Almost hit a home run last time. Number one reason why he got caught, he didn't really have a lead. They didn't see him move at all. He just went for it. Bruce Willis putting up a really good at bat right now. Still 1-2. Right way to hit. Leadoff hit was the first hit of the night for the Tigers. And Hernandez gets the runner at second, and they get the double play. Wow, I thought that wasn't going to be a double play, but somehow ends up being a double play. 3-0 New York. Saints get out of the inning.
Leading off for the Saints, the right fielder, Ralphie A.
Ralphie leading off for the Saints is ball 1. Excuse me. 1-1 to Ralphie.
Down to
2-1.
2-1.
Launch to left. Forget it. Gone. Homer number 38. So he continues to lead the league in homers. He hits another. Comes Willie. Willie with a base hit. Not a hit with nobody on. I'm sorry, with nobody out. See Willie with 106 hits. That's gonna be it for him. So he's seen enough. They had their big boys, so it would have been a whole different game in the lineup. But bringing the pitcher, Tal East Kester, Leister. Comes in with ERA over 7. Does have 4 wins and 2 loss record out of the pen, 2 saves, out of 3 opportunities. A lot of numbers. Looks like he had a couple of good games, despite his ERA. Has a pretty high ERA, but he's pitched well a couple times.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And you ripped that one as a base hit. Here's Kenny. 5 hits in this series. Strike 1. And another base hit for Kenny. Second and 9. The base is now loaded. Saints again. Saints won their last broadcasting during the regular season and back in New York. Again, it looks like there's Tigers pitching struggling again here against the Saints. And that's a fair ball. He goes home and he gets the run at first. Wow. That's one of the biggest double plays. Tigers has been an incredible team of everything. Hitting, defensive, offense, base stealing, everything. I gotta replay that. That was huge. As a first, that could have been, if you wanted to, that would have been hard anyways, but this could have been a triple play. Either was step on first, third base, second, then third. Roman has speed down the line, so it's really hard. There's a big play by Bruce Willis going to home, and he gets, that's a 5-2-3 double play. That's the first one ever against the Saints.
Count 1-0.
I haven't seen one of those in a really long time. Ground ball, and how about this? The base is loaded, nobody out to get out of the inning. But Ralphie puts up an insurance for nothing. Travolta.
For the Tigers, the left fielder, John Travolta.
Travolta grounds one and 1 out. So far, the Saints left a lot of runners on base.
The right fielder, number 9.
You're gonna notice the runs they've scored was just home runs. They haven't really drove any runs or base runners on base, which is very, very huge for the Tigers to have plenty of opportunity to come back if they want to.
Ball 2. Three balls, 2 strikes.
3-2 to Brinson. Strikes him out. That was a ball 4 pitch for Brinson swung. Rodriguez always had a really good start to the season, so that's why he's been the way he is right now. He's been pitching pretty well most of his starts. But when it's the postseason, he used to be a really good postseason pitcher, but kind of struggles in the postseason sometimes. Had a better postseason this season, or last season. Launch to right, Tigers on the board. Benintendi. Another home run off for the Saints. That ball was launched, 466 footer. Tigers on the board is 4-1. One of the big boys does something. That was a fastball low. Benintendi is sometimes really good at those pitches. Clevenger almost went back to back with him, but it's foul. Clevenger, another guy who hit pretty well against the Saints during the postseason. He had a grand slam all for the Saints back in 2025 ALCS in Game 1. But that will be it for the inning for Benintendi. Put some light in the Tigers lineup. First pitch to Barron is flied out. Down way. Smell Velez. Strike 1.
Count 1 and 2. That's in. Ball 2.
And Velez hits that one really good at center. But unfortunately, center field is too far, 1 way, 2 outs. Keep saying 1 away. That's Hernandez.
Outside, that's the ball.
One thing about this ballpark is really good when it comes to the postseason. The Tigers, That's a base hit to left center. Hernandez for another hit here in this game. This game 3 of the series. So it's the final game of the season between these two. Well, maybe, technically, maybe, because Tigers lead the AL Central again. And that's a ground ball. That's through for a base hit. Hernandez doesn't run too good, but he will score. It's 5-1.
Now batting, third base.
Huge RBIs.
Rodriguez.
Single for Rafi, who's been tearing it up this season. Willie is up. What's that, ball one? It's a ground ball. That's going to be a ground out. What a play by Clevenger. Getting to the ball and getting the speedy Willie. That's huge.
Leading up for the Tigers, the center fielder, Donnell Fagan.
Donnell Fagan will lead off. It's 8-9-1. Sometimes the low lineup gets. Sometimes they like to get stuff going. They always get underestimated by the way they've been hitting. Lineup is one of the most important parts for them because they represent as being the worst hitter, and that's a huge out. That wouldn't be the leadoff hit. Rodriguez with a good play.
The catcher, number 35.
Severino. Yeah, careful with Severino. Strike one. Strikes out looking. Keith Armas.
Now batting, the first baseman, Keith Armas.
Nope, that's inside.
Lead off here last time up. You got caught stealing. This ball game might be different if they didn't try to steal. That's another hit for Armas. That's Rick Ryder. Strike one. So I keep an eye on him. Still a speed threat. Still threat. Strike two. Ryder looks like he's been patient with the run on because of the run on base. He strikes him out, and that'll be it. 7th inning coming up.
Leading off for the Saints, the short play, Ernest
Wednesday night. Good pitch.
Rodriguez.
Comes Kenny, score 1. Did mention Todd has 4 wins out of the bullpen, so he's good at getting outs.
Count 2-1. That's outside.
And good quick hands there by Kenny, gets a base hit. It's inside pitch. See inside and Kenny just whistled it like it was a golf club. Romeo fouls that one off, strike 1. Romeo 1 for 3 into that double play. And that's ripping. This could be the second double play he's hitting, and he is. Another double play for the Saints big boy. 7 stretch. Part of the order is coming up.
Leading up for the Tigers, the third baseman, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis leading off. Willis got a piece of that. Pitch was out of the zone.
Nope. That's inside.
Foul ball. It's a hard hit ball by Willis. Strikes him out, 1 away. Striker number 10 for Rodriguez. He's been, other than that, he's just been phenomenal. Can't be sleeping on Rodriguez because he is locked in today's Travolta is up. Popped up. Huge pop out number 2. Brinson leading on, strike 1. It's right down the middle. Strikes him out, also pitches in the middle. Brinson missing is not what I'm expecting.
Leading off for New York, the catcher, number 29.
Blake flies one to center. There's 1 away.
Now back, number 13.
Strike 1 to man.
One and one.
And that's hammered. Center field. Is it deep enough? It is. The Baron goes deep at 6-1. That was far and hard. 452 for the.
The left fielder, number 52, Darryl Brunhead.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Down. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3 looking.
The first baseman, Texas.
Hernandez having a good game, but he grounds out. And that'll be it. Another home run for the Saints.
Leading up for the Tigers. The
Saints has been on fire with hitting home runs. 6 home runs in this game in total. There's 6 different people. Strikes out looking. It was Willie, then Nunez.
The batter, number 10.
This is a complete games.
Yeah. Wellington.
And then
All ones.
500 strikes, swing and miss. Ralphie hit a home run also. Hernandez. Now Barron just hit a home run. 6 people. They were played by Hernandez to away. That said, the Tigers don't have their all-star lineup tonight. Solo face because of the 2 guys who has days off.
Count 1-0.
Donnell Figan is up. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes. That ball is foul.
And albeit Rodriguez is pitching a masterpiece. Not a masterpiece, but 8 strong innings. Might end up coming back in the 9th.
Your attention, please. Now,
Thomas Sinjo
number
is
39.
one of the most trusted relievers in the Tigers bullpen.
Leading off for the Saints.
Romeo launches one, sorry, Ralphie, but it's foul.
Now 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ralphie with 201 career home runs.
The count is 1 and 2. I got the count 2 and 2. Three, 2.
Ralphie walks, dog walk. 7 on.
Now batting, third baseman, Willie Rodriguez.
So here comes Willie.
Safe.
The looper for Willie, and nice catch.
Now batting, the bullpen.
Wow, here comes Nunez. 3 hits in this game. So he's been red hot.
1-0.
Ground ball. How about hit number 4 for Nunez?
Rodriguez.
Nope, at the ball. Ball 1, no strike. Look out, 21.
Can't have wanted that.
Ball 2.
So once again. And that passes, and both runs will advance.
He's in there.
Might as well walk him. Kind of like hoping it would. Maybe, we'll see. He might end up walking anyways. And he did. Bases loaded, Thomas Central is not having it tonight. Saints for another chance for runs on base. And Romeo, remember last 2 times he grounded the double play. Last time on the base loaded, he grounded out to a 5-2-3 double play. So we'll see what happens now with the base loaded for Romeo. Strike 1.
0-1.
It's popped up. Romeo is just something else again. Whipped against the Tigers. Runners in score position. Saints have not been hitting their runners in score position against this team in this game for the past 3 times. Runners been on base. That's a ground ball. Can that be it? He's out, and again the Tigers work out a base loaded jam. 6-1. Still, it's the last chance for the Tigers.
Leading up.
9-1-2 for the Tigers. Severino leading off. Strike 1. That was no we'll start pitch, at least pitch hitting. At least for the big boys, but it's popped up. Went out.
Now back. First base.
Keith Armas. In the year left. Back at the wall. Gone. 2-run game. Sorry, 4-run game. How about our Armas? Matthew Perry supposed to be in his spot, but Armas took Matthew Perry's spot because he wanted a day off. And how about his performance against the Saints tonight? 3rd hit at night, home run.
The batter, number 7. Second baseman,
Rick Ryder.
Ball,
Would have
that's
been
out.
huge if there was run on base. Okay, about to continuing the final ninth inning. So it's all one count to Rick Ryder.
Ball 2.
2-0. That was right. Strike 2. It's that curveball by Rodriguez. Call it again. That is grounded. 2 away.
Now back, the third baseman, Bruce.
I don't want to do this, but kind of want to give the closer a save situation. He hasn't really had any save last season, so he didn't have as much saves this season, so he could
John Travolta.
could we add on to his record, or for a save situation, or for it to be a save situation.
The right fielder,
But a 4-run lead is if it's 2 men on. So 2 men on base, and we're going to Kenneth Rodriguez. That's it for Rodriguez. For a good game, he just pitched, incredible game. Gave up 2 solo shots. That's just been it.
ladies and gentlemen.
And we're going to Kenneth Rodriguez. Try to get the final out. So at 9 save opportunities against 12 appearances. Yeah, 2 appearances that wasn't save opportunities. Comes in a 1.42 ERA. On his batting average is just under 2. Both sides of the plate. One second, guys. So it's Brinson that is up. Rips to the center. Back at the wall. A 1-run game. It's the second time Kenneth has done that. Give up a home run with runs on base. Chance for 1 out away from a save opportunity. Here comes Benintendi. Strike 1. And a base hit, 1 man on. Here comes Clevenger. So far, his fastball is doing horribly, so I'll see if he can give me something else, but guess not.
Nope.
It's ball one.
Count 1-0.
Ground ball, can they get two? They can only get the final out of the game, and that will be it. Tigers made it really interesting, and those runs will add into Rodriguez ERA. 6-5 is the final, and the Saints will win it. Huge home run for the Tigers, but it was just one little mistake. Clevenger with a huge ground out. Saints just needed one more out. Kind of gets it close. So what a huge win for the Saints. 6-5 is the final. The win goes to Rodriguez, who gave up.
No errors. They left 10 men on base.
Who gave up a
5 runs, 7 hits, no errors.
pitched 8 2/3. He gave up 5 hits, struck out 13, and technically he gave up 4 earned runs because of the 2 runs that scored in the home run. He only gave up 2 runs. He was in, gave up 2 home runs. That's just been it. But the intentional walks will add on to Rodriguez ERA. Puff Daddy gets the loss. Pitched 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, struck out 3, 4 earned runs. Gets his fourth loss of the year. Cam Rodriguez gets his save, his 10th save for the season. And Hector Hernandez, the player of the game, who went 2 for 4, went deep. Have struggling over the past couple of games. He had a good game. For the Detroit side, Andrew Benintendi had a good game. Keith Almaraz had a 3-hit game. Good game for him. I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for the rest of the season. I'm going to close broadcasting. Thank you guys.